The method of levels, or MOL, is a transdiagnostic cognitive behaviour therapy. Transdiagnostic is a term that means that MOL applies across different disorders and different problems. So it's a therapy that can be used with a wide range of problems and people who present in psychological services. Cognitive behaviour therapy just means that the method of levels helps people look at their thinking and their behaviour to make their lives better than they were before. MOL is based on Perceptual Control Theory, or PCT. PCT is an explanation of behaviour based on the idea that at all different levels of behaviour we have goals that are important to us. So behaviour can be thought of as a process, or even life can be thought of as a process of satisfying, creating and maintaining goals at various levels of complexity. So, getting up in the morning could be thought of as a goal, getting a cup of coffee just the way you like it could be thought of as a goal, and making it to work on time so that you can deliver an important lecture can also be thought of as goals. Sometimes people get disrupted with their goals, or they're not able to achieve the goals that they want to in life, and that's, from a PCT perspective, that's really the essence of psychological distress. So the method of levels helps people consider the goals that they're currently pursuing and what's stopping them from achieving the goals that they'd like to achieve. It seems to be the case in therapy that people often know what they want to be doing. Someone who's stuck at home and engages in complex and excessive rituals knows that they should stop the rituals and just leave the house, but for some reason they can't. So MOL is very interested in exploring with people what's stopping them doing the things that they'd like to be doing and living the life that they'd like to live. And curiously, it's often the case that there's another goal going on at the same time that's fighting with or incompatible with the goal that they're most aware of. So MOL very simply helps people become aware of both their goals, and then even more than that, the goals that are behind those goals. So why are they worried about engaging in excessive rituals, or why are they concerned about their safety, or why do they seem to be concerned about the people who might be noticing them or looking at them when they go out in public? So MOL is interested first in finding out where people are focusing their attention and what's currently in their mind and going through their mind. But more than that, as people talk about their problems, it's very often the case that they'll pause, they'll do this, they'll look away, they might shake their head as they're talking, they might say something like, well, that sounds ridiculous when I say it like that. In MOL, we assume that those little pauses or breaks or disruptions are often a sign that there's another goal in the background that might be helpful to pay attention to. So, the basic techniques of MOL are firstly to engage the person in a conversation about their problem, and then to notice these little disruptions and to ask the person about those things that pop up in their mind so that they can be helped to shift their awareness back to the more important goals that are somehow in the background of the goals that are currently causing them problems. So in MOL, we're much more interested in the distress associated with any particular symptom rather than the symptoms themselves. Because it seems to be a curious fact that for any particular symptom that a person comes along to therapy with, you could find someone else out in the community with the same kinds of behaviours who weren't bothered by them at all. So one of the key questions in MOL is what bothers you about not being able to leave the house? Or how do you feel about not being able to leave the house? And those kinds of questions often get to the heart of the distress behind the symptoms rather than the symptoms themselves.